Each election cycle before judges are on the ballot for retention, the Iowa State Bar Association surveys its membership of lawyers who practiced before the judges and justices who are on the ballot to rate them on a series of qualities and characteristics to determine whether they still have the sufficient merit to remain on the bench. And those results are published each year, available on a website found at judicialfacts.org that gives the detailed information of lawyers who've actually been before these judges and justices so that voters can see how they're rated by persons who appear before them. I can tell you this, that those survey results demonstrate that Iowa lawyers are supportive of and find the current judges and justices on the ballot to be worthy of retention.
This is an important opportunity for the public to get information to make decisions in the retention election of judges. The information is provided by lawyers who appear before the judges and have firsthand experience with the judges. So it's a very important public service.
Iowa's judiciary is routinely rated as one of the top 5 in the country when it comes to fairness and impartiality because of the way that we select judges through a merit selection process. It's important that Iowans maintain our fair and impartial courts and vote yes to retain our judges and justices who are on the ballot. Please turn over the ballot or go to the end of the ballot to vote yes to retain Iowa's fair and impartial courts.
The results of the 2020 evaluation of judges shows that the judges in Iowa are all high quality and should be retained, according to those who appear before those judges and have firsthand experience. So we encourage a yes vote to retain judges.
It's important to appreciate that a retention election of judges is not like voting for a politician. Judges are not politicians. They don't issue rulings in return for votes. The retention election part of your ballot is different. And really it's a question of whether these justices or judges still have the merit that they had when they were appointed by the governor to the bench. And unless you know something terribly wrong about how they've conducted themselves in office, whether they've engaged in some dereliction of duty, then you should vote yes to retain them. It's not a question of whether you agree with their rulings or agree with their opinions, because judges are not politicians. They are there to call the decisions based on the facts and the law. More than a half century ago, Iowans voted to amend the Constitution to remove politics from how we select our judges. And as a result, the system of merit selection was put in place, whereby judges are now selected and appointed through a merit selection process made up of lay people and lawyers who examine the qualifications of potential candidates, sift through those applications, and then nominate to the governor the 2 or 3 best candidates that the nominating commission determines have the most merit. And then the ultimate decision as to who will become a judge is left to the governor. And she or he then selects the candidate who will become a judge.